Hi everyone, my name is Dr. Greg Coppola. I'm one of the integrative medicine specialists here at LECOM. And today we're going to share with you a little bit about osteopathic medicine and how it can boost your immune system. In this time with the coronavirus, we're all looking at ways that we might be able to enhance our own immune system. These two techniques I'm going to show you are things you can do at home on a loved one. And again, today we're going to be using our hands, the pads of our hands, and I'm going to start in what we call the thoracic region of the spine. And I'm going to put my pads of my hands in the mid-back. I find the middle of the spine and come right off to where the scapula, again, the wing bone of the shoulder is, and in between there's a hollow, a space where muscles are, and underneath those muscles there are nerves, and that's actually part of what we call the sympathetic nervous system. And what I start to do is engage the tissue with my finger pads and then sort of just pull back gently and hold that for a count of 3 to 5 seconds. And I find my hands rhythmically going up and down in this region. And again, by just doing this type of what we call rib raising, we're starting to stimulate part of our immune system called the lymphatics. And the lymphatics have an effect on our white blood cells and our overall body's ability to boost our immune system. So when you do this, the patient or your loved one may feel a little tenderness when you start doing this. Most of us don't realize how much tension we're holding in our bodies in this area until we're touched there. That's normal. Obviously, you don't want to do it too hard to create too much discomfort. But just being able to engage the tissue, pull back a little bit, and doing that rhythmically throughout that area of the mid part of the spine on both sides for 3 to 5 minutes can be stimulatory and helpful to the immune system. Next, I'm going to show you something called pedal pump. Hi, Dr. Greg Coppola, looking at this next piece of what we can be doing at home to boost our immune systems, gentle techniques to be stimulatory for the lymphatic system. So we take our hands about the base of the great toe, underneath and on top, and we're going to induce some back and forth motion like this. And by doing this, we know it's hard enough when we see the head nod on our loved one or patient. And by doing this type of what we call pedal pump like this induces a myofascial release, which stimulates the lymphatic system, which can help the return of the lymphatic system and venous system throughout the body, creating an overall positive effect on the immune system. Doing this for 60 to 90 seconds, a couple times a day, can be another way at home to be doing something positive for one another during this pandemic to boost our immune system. Dr. Greg Coppola with Integrative Medicine showing you more ways to boost the immune system. So typically when we're able to have patients come into the office, we use acupuncture points and needles to stimulate specific areas on the body that can be stimulatory and helpful to the immune system. But because of the pandemic, we can't have patients coming in right now for these types of treatments. So what do we do outside of the osteopathic treatments that we just shared? We can also do acupuncture in the form of acupressure. By being able to go into specific sites, this particular area is in between the great toe and the second toe, the web space right here called in acupuncture terms, it's called liver 3, being able to sort of get a deep massage going into that area where it's a little bit uncomfortable, but certainly not too uncomfortable. And stimulating that for a good 60 to 90 seconds is a way of inducing and stimulating that acupuncture point, which has a lot of physiologic effect. The other area that we can do that on is right above the, what we call the medial malleolus, or this bump on the inside part of the ankle. About 4 finger breaths up. This is an area that's often tender. It's where our tibial nerve comes through, and a lot of us hold tension there because of walking, etc. And so what we do is we come into that area, and again with our thumbs just create a little circulatory motion for 60 to 90 seconds. And again, this is another way of stimulating the nervous system, which which can have a positive effect on our immune system. So there are different, what we call key regions in the body where these acupuncture points can be converted to acupressure points. These are ways through our telemedicine visits that we're showing patients that they too can be helping themselves at home by doing acupressure in key regions like this. So between the two osteopathic techniques of rib raising and pedal pump, these are ways that we can stimulate the immune system. Remember, if you look at the patient or if you look at the circumstances going on with the coronavirus, we're trying to advocate other ways to boost the immune system. Good sleep patterns, 7 to 8 hours per night, exercise, being able to get out for a 20, 30-minute walk most days of the week if possible, being able to do some stretching, getting down on your yoga mat or just on your family room carpet and stretching to free up those areas that are tense and where our muscles may be holding some tension, being able to do some light weights, along with being mindful of the foods that we're taking in, nutritious foods that boost our immune systems. This time of year, just trying to bulk up on the citrus fruits. Even blueberries have a lot of antioxidants and different types of phytochemicals that can help our immune system. Supplements such as vitamin D, vitamin C, and lastly, just the stress management aspects. All of us are under stress right now because of the uncertainty of the coronavirus, how long this is going to last. We're trying to show you some basic things that you can do at home during this pandemic. Thank you.